Hey guys, so I wanted to pick your guys' brain for a little bit. I was trying to, um, like many of us truthers, recap this whole um, pandemic situation. What is really going on? What's really happening? What is the truth, the real truth, the whole truth? Um, so here in Los Angeles, there was a train incident. And the story that had unfolded on television is not the same story as what is being reported on the streets, because the streets talk. So I won't say too much because I really don't personally know too much of the story, although someone intentionally was trying to reveal something in the train wreck. So in consequence, the FBI was summoned to investigate the situation. Sources that I have were at a hospital that had recovered what was in the victimized train, and then that led me to an assumption. And I only spoke to like two people about this, and it seems as though how I can speak back to this whole situation. I think that the COVID-19 is real. It was created, and it was created to be a diversion, a distraction. We got to keep everyone looking this way because all of the evildoers, the elites, the cabal, the reptilians, the Anunnaki, they're all being punished. They're all coming out. They're all being found. They're all being surfaced. They're all being wiped off of the face of this earth. Their evil agendas, their companies that they represent, um, you guys see that there's a pressure and a squeezing of all of their assets that they generated off of us who are actually working to live. And we're getting back what we rightfully deserve. The Federal Reserve is being pushed. We're going to be soon getting all our assets back that we've put into the Federal Reserve since we were born, but as a cover up and payback. The virus was released. It was to slow it down and to create a diversion and an out for many people to discreetly hide themselves and run. And this is that Bible scripture where it talked about them running to the caves to hide. Um, I gotta find that right now. Give me a second, because it just dinged on my head right now. Bible verse when those run to the caves to hide. My Siri knows what she's talking about. All right, so Isaiah 2:19. People will flee to caves and the rocks and the holes in the ground from the fearful presence of the Lord. LORD in capital. So remember we talked about this on my channel. When we see LORD, it means the one that is given authority to do these things, the allowance to persecute those who were unjust and doing evil. It doesn't mean it was our Father who did this. It means the one who's, and I believe the Lord, in my opinion, could be the Archangel Gabriel because he was the angel of war, just in my opinion. And before there was Jesus, a lot of people say that Archangel Michael had the authority as Christ did. So it says, "And the splendor of his majesty when he rises to shake the earth." So Isaiah 19, I think is where we're at. It's all scrambled in so many different pieces, but it's why we have references and examples. So I think I figured out what is up. So the powers that shouldn't be unleashed this virus as a retaliation to being burned and called out for their evil doings. That is it in a nutshell. We see what happened to Weinstein and Cosby and the college scandals, and then the whistleblower this year who everyone tried to say it was the president's fault. He made that guy whistleblow. Well, aren't you glad he did? So I don't think there's anything to fear other than just try to stay active and healthy as possible. Now, I'm in belief that the circumstance is real, but I believe that things will come to a better result. Another thing that I wanted to share with everybody was I was watching I Pet Goat last night, and if you guys watch it, I Pet Goat 2, sorry, there's a part where you see a river of black tar, it looks like. It's actually blood. And we've been seeing in Turkey, I think in Africa, and I think in Iran, you've been seeing rivers of blood. So if you can look at the timeline of I Pet Goat, how it starts from beginning to end, you want to start from end to beginning in thought and think about what you saw in the very end of the video, which is the comets hitting the pyramids. I think that might be either it's something to do with Orion coming back to Earth, um, or it could have been how the pyramids had uh, been wiped out from years ago, or how the civilizations were wiped out from years ago because the nose from the Sphinx is missing, and that could have been the result of a cataclysmic event or phenomenon from the sky, the beginning of the war in heaven. So that's what I was channeling from last night to this morning. I asked for an astral projection to confirm these things, but my whole dream state was blank. I didn't have any memory of anything from yesterday, which is interesting. So that's all I really want to share with everybody is victory is coming back and darkness is being wiped out. Um, and even those who I think have been working for the elites groups and the secret cults and all that stuff is backfiring because the virus has a way of attaching to lower frequency. So we have to keep our vibrations up. Most people, I think, are keeping their vibrations up on purpose, or even like unintentionally, their vibrations are staying up. So um, don't fear. Don't fear anything at all. All right. So that is it for now, and I'll keep you guys in tune with the next video. And if you haven't yet checked out my video from the huge light codes from yesterday, um, check it out. It's pretty cool. Um, I was walking by in a house, and I was like, I want to live there. It's perfect. It's perfect size. It isn't that big. It has a backyard, and inside the home, you see that there was a. It looked like a perfect formation of a circle, like a light, a vortice, or some type of event that happened through light codes. So I know the house is very protected. I should go walk by that house again right now. But I just want to share that to everybody to check that video out. And that is it. I'll see you guys in the next video.